Good morning. Wow, that was awesome. All right, Aaron's going to correct that in a moment. So welcome to Amazing Lake Tahoe. As John mentioned, we are the premier sponsor of, I think, 14, 15 events of theirs this year, actually for the last 4 years straight. So we've been investing in the community. We speak and sponsor at about 100 events a year. And this one is one of my favorite ones of the year, outside of the Deer Valley one as well that we do. I'm a horrible skier, but the venue is beautiful, but the community is powerful. And so we really take pride in just bringing people together. I've been in digital media and digital marketing for 30 years almost now. Actually was client side in the retail sector, building companies, top internet retailer companies for 15 years. So I've been on your side of the table, and I've also built the performance practice at IPG, and then on this side of the table for the last 10 years. So I think I can relate to just about everyone in the room, including a family business. I was also the janitor of the family business, a chocolatier and gift basket, so everything in between. And so there's a lot of stuff that we really want to share with you guys. We'll keep it simple. I was going to turn this into an AI drinking contest, but in the morning in the elevation, AI would win. So we're not gonna go there. But let's get into it. We are a remote team. We sit on top of a lot of data. We actually have 1.9 trillion data calls a day coming through our pipes in the US alone. Significant reach throughout the US. If we include our friends in Canada, it's about 250 million people that we have first-party data on. Again, at the heart of it, there's a lot of changes and movement around AI. And we'll walk through some of those trends and behavioral shifts as well. Some of this might be refreshers for people. Some of this might be data points to take back as you're going back to offices later this week as well. But a lot of stuff underway, including how people are searching for products, adoption of AI throughout not just marketing and media, but really through daily life. And so as you guys can see on screen here, again, a lot of projections are underway. We all have done this ourselves as users. In fact, I have a focus group at home. I have 3 teenagers just about now. So every day is a focus group, trust me. But again, really 1 of 4 people right now, again, if you don't do anything, by next year, you'll lose 1 of 4 people coming to your website. It's pretty significant. There's no position to stay in neutral. You're either going to shrink or grow, and I hope everyone grows, right? We're all agents of change. We're empowered to do that. That's why we're in our roles. So again, you can see kind of some of the adoption of AI, specifically with search and shopping, that's underway right now, including, again, this one as well, talking about just the overall reach of AI. Again, a lot of this is through mobile devices outside of the US. So again, there's a lot of really adoption throughout the world underway. And from a shift perspective too, it's not just from a paid media perspective, but also, again, from an answer engine side. We were talking last night, really from SEO perspective, right? And how are you being discovered? How are you making sure that you're found? I know there's a lot of just, wizards here in the room. I would challenge you to go spend time with them. Right? Go see, Morgan for HP or Cass from PetSmart, right? These guys are just wealths of knowledge and just good industry friends to learn from, even if you don't have all the answers, right? It's good to bounce things off of. But again, a lot of big changes happening right now. Again, from an SEO perspective, I mentioned 40% drop. I've seen even high as 57% drop against traditional search if nothing happens, meaning if you just stay idle. But what does it mean for marketers? That we need to think and rethink about holistic strategies of shopping. How are people finding us, discovering more products? How are we going after not just the defense part of it, but offensive growth, right? Because you need both to win the game. And so it's really about rethinking the strategy holistically, what you did 5 years ago or even last year, A lot of people are over-indexed on programs like Google. Obviously, that's still underway right now. So again, you've got to think really outside the proverbial search box, but do it in a way that is with integrity, with ethics, right, including from a privacy standpoint. That's also something that's being looked at closely in many levels right now. Content needs to be structured, even if it's in dispersed places, right? You've got to be able to refresh that at a moment's notice. So there's a lot of fun strategies to do that. And then really, my philosophy, and really over the course of my career, is to look at challenges as opportunities. And really don't look at this as a threat. Look at this as an opportunity. How do I grow the business? How do I improve lifestyles? How do I improve myself through it? So again, lean in. Don't be scared of it. It's coming if you're ready or not, really. And so we have at ad.com, and we own a lot of companies, ad media, search.com, advertising.com, many companies that we own and operate. But again, we have teams all throughout the world that's working on solving problems as well. So a lot of us, again, I mentioned, are former Amazonians, Yahooers, IPGers. Again, a lot of us came from steeped data houses, if you will. And so we love to connect brands. We love to kind of help people think differently, think out of the box. We work directly with brands. We work through agencies all the time as well. We're the right hand of a lot of teams, so we don't put strain or stress or resource challenges on teams. We actually come alongside of people. Everything is auction-based CPC models across full funnel as well, not just search itself. But throughout the world, but let me share with you just a little quick 1-minute overview of what we do and how we do it.
The world is facing huge challenges today, calling for brands and performance marketers to evolve every second and reach their customers in more effective and efficient ways.
With ad media, we're helping your brand reach over 200 million customers in the US while delivering scalable and unmatched return on investment. Ad media's proprietary technology stack provides incremental reach outside of the major search engines and ad networks, processing billions of queries monthly on premium sites. And we don't stop there. Ad media's integrated marketing approach focuses on paid search, contextual marketing, native advertising, mobile, online video advertising, and OTT. With over 2 decades of digital marketing experience across multiple industries, our veteran team is always focused on delivering white glove, full-service solutions steeped in data analysis and cross-channel high-value audience targeting technology.
The way we reach audiences is evolving to engage with customers, and we're here to make sure your brand stays relevant to grow. Ad media, paving the way into a bright new day.
So a lot of fun stuff underway, and one of the other big things that we'll talk about over the next few minutes and over the next couple days is really again all the changes happening with really search AI and agentic search as well. So again, talking about the query counts, right, where we're moving to, the lift. Again, from a business side, again, it's underway. And so we've developed and stood up a whole company and a whole product offering inside of that called search.com as well, part of the family at ad.com. So developed our own crawler technology, our own ads baked into it from a whole ecosystem. It's actually, again, consumer-centric, which is really important. So it's not just about discovery of information, but it's about connecting brands to customers through shopping, through search ads. Again, we've developed our own full tech stack over the last 2 decades, our own DMP, DSP, SSP, bidder technology, video player, as well as search AI. So from a full ecosystem perspective, we believe in really empowering people and really being present in the moments that matter and where people are shopping and finding products and solutions. And so, one of the big things in the space right now is also as people are doing a lot of AI searches, it actually is consuming about 10 times the amount of energy as a search, right? And so one of the things that we're doing is offsetting that carbon emission throughout our platform. So we're planting trees across every instance that's taking place underway. So again, we don't just say sustainability, but we live by it. So we acquired a company recently out of Chicago called Public Good as well. And so that's where our Search.com company is nested. So phenomenal group of people, again, from an eco-friendly perspective, first and foremost. Obviously, privacy compliant is at the heart of everything we do. We don't have any PII data whatsoever, even though when we work across every major vertical, including some of the most compliant ones with banking and pharma and many others like that. But our secret sauce is our first-party data. I mentioned, we have first-party data on, again, over 230 million people as well in many different ways that we acquire that data. And so, again, you'll see us, have integrations throughout many premium partners that we work with. Some of these are exclusive. Some of these are, code on page first looks. And then also we own and operate about 150,000 websites ourselves. And so big data throughout the experience. It's not just a destination site for discovery, but it's also now available both in Android App Store and other ways of distribution coming soon that you'll see a lot of news on as well. So including one of those articles that were picked up recently in MediaPost, Business Week, and many other publications out there. So come find us if you're interested in joining that. Beta is a brand. That window is now officially open, which we're excited to share. And right now we have about 10 million daily active searches, growing about 150,000 per week at accelerated growth. So fun stuff. From an overview perspective, again, we're here to answer questions. So, what can I help you with? We have, a lot of scientists running in the backgrounds to improve the user experience throughout. We can take feeds as is through like a Google Merchant Center, Amazon, Bing, et cetera. Or that's from a search perspective as well as shopping feeds. So there's a lot we can ingest through like bulk editor programs. The system is architected to be very simple to use, both from consumers as well as brands as well. So again, we're taking people right from reading content directly into buying the content immediately. So we also recently put a bid on a little company called Chrome on Friday. So a lot of big bets and movement underway. Fun stuff underway. Can't talk more about that, unfortunately, but that was a pretty big move as well that very few people can do. But again, you'll see a lot of improvements. Our latest stats are showing a lift across traditional search by anywhere from 20 to 25%. We've seen it as high as 30% across retail and CPG, actually. So again, the performance is there, attention is there. We also can do readouts across your source of truth platform. We don't want to be the fox guarding the henhouse of data, like some companies have been, including one of the billionaires who has a lake house right here on Lake Tahoe. But again, there'll be a number of winners. We believe in healthy competition, right? When people are well diversified, everyone wins, right? You can't just be over-indexed in one or two places and think that you've got it figured out, right? We love MediaPost. One of the events actually that we put together is our own client summit as well, which we take over the Ritz-Carlton Reserve in Dorado Beach, Puerto Rico next month. Third year doing this, close down the resort, take it over for 4 days. So some of the residents don't like it, like Bad Bunny, Michael Jordan, Ricky Martin, but that's okay. Come see us if you're interested. I think we're to the final 20 or so rooms left for that event. A lot of CMOs will be there. A lot of heads of paid media, digital media will be there. We're just elevating conversations as well along the way. So it's something we're very proud of. We're a privately held company, and so we like to reinvest the money into the business, which is really our clients, to bring people together. And that's also why we can do what we do here with MediaPost and other places. Come find us. You've got a number of folks here from my team, Bash, longtime Yahooer, and many other places. He's 21, if you're trying to guess his age. Yeah, sorry. And then also Cameron as well, McMillan, just wonderful individual here as well. And so come find us, ask questions. We'd love to just grab a coffee or a drink or just spend time together. And as John mentioned, like have a great time, get out of your comfort zone, get out of the boat essentially. I know the water's a little cold, but get out of the boat, do something that's new for you, make some new friends, and I would say at least leave with a good 2 or 3 ideas to take back that are serious ideas that you can implement. So thanks for your time.